Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a lamb curry and I'm cooking this lamb curry exactly like my mom showed me, and that's how she cooked her lamb curry. Excuse my sinuses and eyes, I'm not crying, I promise. I've been cutting two types of chili and it kind of choked me and it's a bit strong and it's giving me skin allergies. So we've got our ingredients ready and now we're ready to start cooking. So let's start cooking. These are the ingredients we will be using today. Sunflower cooking oil. Then I've got 2 chilies, curry leaf, and some of our dry spices. I've got a teaspoon of crushed jeera, 3 small bay leaves, 1 large cinnamon stick that I broke into half, 4 cloves, 1 star anise, 3 medium onions grated. Then I've got 1 tablespoon of Robertson steak and chop spice, but that is optional. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger and garlic. This is freshly ground. I'm using salt and pepper, and I'm only going to use salt if needed. Then I have some braising spice, tumeric, food coloring, ground jeera and coriander powder, chili flakes, mild curry powder because we're cooking this mild today. And then I've got 4 large tomatoes that I've processed in my food processor, and 1 kg of lean lamb leg meat that I've cut into bite-sized pieces. I'm making this curry very mild today with a thick gravy, and this is only for 2 people. So let's start cooking. So I'm using a large cast iron skillet with my flame on high, and I'm just going to wait for this to heat up. And I forgot to mention that we're also adding some potatoes, so I'm going to prep that in the meanwhile. So our pan is hot now. I'm going to be adding 100 ml of cooking oil, and I'm just going to wait for this to heat up a bit. I did get my potatoes ready, and we're going with 2 large potatoes that I've cut into smaller pieces so the cooking time is less. So I'm going in first with our dry spices, the bay leaf, the crushed jeera, the cinnamon stick, and I've got the clove and star anise. Just going to get a spoon. So I'm just going to give this a mix and let those flavors infuse just for 2 minutes. So now I'm ready to add the onions and our chili and curry leaf. Just going to give this a mix. Just going to be adding a little bit more oil, but this is about 150 ml of oil. So I'm just going to let this cook. 70% cooked. I'm just going to be adding some of the braising spice, and this is about a half a teaspoon. I'm just going to give this a mix. And we're going to sear this for another 2 minutes. So our onions is now cooked. I'm ready to add our ginger and garlic. And I'm adding another item which I did not mention. This is 1/4 cup of tomato puree. I'm going in with a 1/4 teaspoon of tumeric, 1/4 teaspoon of food coloring just for some color, and then half a teaspoon of jeera and coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of chili flakes, and 2 teaspoons of the mild curry powder. This is going to be a mild curry, and we've already got 2 chili in there. So I'm just going to give this a mix. Allow the spices to cook. Now we're going to be adding our tomatoes. I'm just going to mix all this here and let it cook for about 5 minutes. I'm just adding some salt and pepper at this stage. I'm using the salt and pepper, and I always refer to this as S&P. But there seems to be some confusion. People are not sure about S&P, so I'm going to mention it, salt and pepper. And that's really optional, the salt and pepper. You could add just salt. And then I'm just going to allow this to cook for 5 minutes with the lid on. So our tomato mixture has been cooking for 5 minutes. Now we're ready to add the potato and the lamb. If your potatoes are soft cooking, you could add this later. So I'm also adding a Robertson steak and chop spice, but as I said, this is optional. You could go for a meat seasoning, or you could just use plain salt. But I'm only going to be adding salt if needed, because we did add salt and pepper, and the seasoning does have salt in it. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of water. And I'm going to cover this and let this cook and check in 5 minutes. So the curry has been cooking for 5 minutes. I have a little confession. My phone just fell into the curry. But I'm sure the curry is safe, and the phone seems to be safe. So we're going to let this cook for, I'd say, about another 20 to 30 minutes until cooked. So our curry is now cooked. I've turned the heat down on low. And this has been cooking for about 40 minutes in total. Just going to add our coriander, fresh from the garden. And I'm serving this with long grain basmati rice today. and this is now ready to serve. So our lamb curry is now cooked with our long grain basmati rice. I apologize about the lighting, we have load shedding at the moment. So guys, please remember to subscribe and share, and please comment and tell me what you'd like to see me make, and I'm happy to share recipes. Please hit the notification bell. Until our next video, take care, bye.